What up YouTube? It's your boy Wisdom Chizoba. So I'm back with another video and happy weekend to all my fellow traders. So today I just want to break down the chart, what I'll be expecting from gold and other pairs from next week. So basically this is on gold chart on 1 hour time frame, and you guys know how I do my trading stuff. But what I normally do is I go to 4 hours time frame to identify the main trend, 1 hour the immediate trend, and 15 minutes for entry. But mostly I always like to stay at the 1 hour time frame because any information that you see at the higher time frame is the best information. But for your entry, you need to scale down to the smaller time frame to get get your entry. So this as you guys can see, the trade is already playing out. I'm on this trade currently as we speak. I'm on this trade. So basically from gold, exactly what we did talk. Was it last month I saw all of this? The surprise was an uptrend for a very long time, and suddenly price start breaking lows. And as you guys can see, these are the levels that the price broke, and price never came back to those levels that you broke. But now what I'm looking at the what is happening now, because every moment in this chart is unique. So every moment of anything you're seeing here is unique. Whatever thing you're seeing now is the best information. But sometimes you need to look at your left, what has already happened before, to be able to identify what is going to happen next. As we all know, price action is just like, according to the charts, it's just the use of the historical action to know what is going to happen in the present. So looking at the chart now, this is just a simple uptrend. This is a low, a high, a higher low. Price made a higher high, make a higher low, it made a higher high, a higher low. This is a higher high, and now we are making a higher low to make a higher high. So that's just exactly what I'm looking at on gold. But still the same, you're not going to pay less attention to already information that have been before, because this is the previous level that he broke and he never came back to that level. So price might reach at this level and change structure to respect this downtrend. All these things might be a retracement, but according to what is happening now, if you want to trade now, this is what you should be looking at. You don't need any other information. This is all you should be looking at to do. So but price need to make a higher high to this level to give us either you want to continue to make or to go to the higher, to either you want to continue making an uptrend, or it might break the trend. Because looking at this information now, let me go to the daily time frame, because I always love to go to the higher time frame to know exactly what I will be expecting from the market. This is the level price came to 5,628.28. So after price came to this level, price never came back to this level again. So it tried to make a higher high, but eventually it couldn't break above that high. That's what brought this move. And now it seems like this is a high, a lower high, and he made a lower low, but now he is making up for all these levels. So price might come to this level and turn to the downside to make a lower low, or it might break above it to test these levels. Yeah. But what am I expecting from gold to do from next week? I'm expecting I'm expecting price to make a higher high from this level. I'm expecting price to make a higher high. This is what I'm expecting gold to do. As I said before, I'm already on this trade, so I'm already floating in profits. But let's see how next week goes. I also trade GBPUSD and GBPAUD. This is GBPAUD at the 4 hours time frame. If we look at the trend, you know that the trend has been an uptrend for a very long time. It has been a downtrend starting from here, a low, a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is a lower high, made a lower low, made a lower high. Instead of making a lower low, it made a higher low, telling you that the trend is shifting from downtrend to uptrending. Then it made this indication breaking above the previous lower high. Now this is the correction that I was waiting for to complete. But if you want to enter a trade, you cannot just I don't know how some people trade sha, because some people they always set buy limit, stop limit. For me, I don't set that, because I want to see exactly what price is doing at a particular place, at a particular level, before I will be able to take a trade. You can't just take it, because this thing is very erratic. It is unpredictable. It's not something that you can just predict and it will just work the way you predict it to work, because we don't know what is going to happen. We are taking action based on the information, that based on the price action, based on what price is doing at a particular level. So knowing that price has changed direction from 4 hours time frame, then I'll go to 1 hour time frame to see exactly if is it the same thing. Let me get rid of this so that the chart will be clear. Because I always love my chart to be very clear so that I'll be able to know exactly what is happening. So as you guys can see, I already made this analysis before, and easy for me. Okay, price has already made indication in 4 hours time frame telling me that price have changed from downtrending to uptrending. What I was waiting for is 1 hour or 15 minutes correction, and this is the correction, and this is the level that I was waiting for price to come to. Then I will start buying. But eventually price break below it, testing this previous level that price broke but never came back to test it. Now the next thing I'm waiting for now is I want price to go back to this my level, because if you look at it if you look at it very well now, you will see that price is down trending on 1 hour time frame. But before you buy or say you want price to change the direction, let the direction of 4 hours time frame, the direction of daily time frame, 4 hours time frame, 1 hour time frame be the same thing before you cannot be buying when 4 hours is 4 hours time frame is buying, 1 hour time frame is selling, 15 minutes time frame is buying. Those movements are very confusing. The only thing you can do, you just have to wait. What I'm expecting now, on 1 hour time frame, price has been downtrending. If you look at it now, you will see that it's very clear that price is down. I even took this trade, and I made profit from this trade. I can see the price is broken low. Is not respecting the lows. Look at, came back to this level, broke. Now what I'm waiting now is this is the previous high that price, this is the level that price came, and what I want to do now, I want price to break above that level, maybe something like this from on Monday, which is next week, and I want price to come back to correct. Then when price came back to this level, then I will start buying to the upside. And I can see this is exactly what I draw here. So by price doing like this now, I will know that okay, price is now breaking highs while respecting the lows, because basically you can see with your eye that this is a lower low, this is a lower high. Price supposed make a lower low, but eventually e couldn't make a lower low. E made a higher low. So what I'm expecting price to do now, I want price to make a higher high according to market structure rules, according to the trend rules. I want price to make a higher high, to break above this level, break above this level. Then once e broke these two level now, I will know yes, price is now going to up. This thing is not just like buying and selling at the same time. You go in, you come out, you go in, you come out. It's all about catching the trend. Once you're able to catch the trend, you'll be able to make good profit from from your trade. It's not just to scalp. It's not just like press buy you sell, press buy you sell. That is very stressful. It's very very stressful. Sometimes you might wait for trade for 1 week, but once you eventually took that trade, you will be at peace. You will not be worried about anything. Worst come to worst, you hit your stop loss, and your risk is very profound. It's not something that you'll be worried about. You'll be at peace. You'll be able to make good decision. You give your brain space to be able to see the information very well, not just going to 1 minute time frame where candles are moving very fast. You click your buy, click sell. Your emotion will just you will mess up with your emotions. When you're supposed to be selling, you will be buying, because you have messed up your emotions and you don't even know what you're doing again. So higher time frame is the best place to trade, and this is just what I'm expecting from GBPAUD. Now the next one is GBPUSD. I've been trading GBPUSD for a very long time now, and yeah, I really know much about GBPUSD. So this is GBPUSD on 4 hours time frame. I always love to like be on 4 hours time frame, because I know 1 hour time daily time frame is almost the same thing, because it's showing me the same information. There's no need to like miss the time frame. This is exactly what will be happening on GBPUSD, because I want to see exactly what is happening. If you go to the higher time frame, you will see a different thing. But I use 4 hours, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. Those three time frames, they are the best time frame for me. But sometimes, as I said before, I always like to stay in 1 hour time frame, because the information there are more clearer. Before I will go to 15 minutes time frame, I must have seen a good, like a clear information from 1 hour time frame before going to 15 minutes time frame. And before switching to 15 minutes time frame, I must make sure that 4 hours, 1 hour are doing the same thing. Then going to 15 minutes time frame is where I go to like to find a smaller stop loss. I want to see a smaller stop loss. And if anything want to happen in 4 hours and 1 hour time frame, price always react first from 15 minutes time frame before before the change will come to 4 hours and 1 hour time frame. So that's just it. If you're looking at the chart now, you will see that GBPUSD have been on a downtrend for a while now, and last week we saw this big move because when price made this lower low, I was waiting for price to come back to this level to change structure, to change the immediate structure from 15 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame. Then I will buy, I will sell to make a lower low, either to 1.30465. But eventually price couldn't make a lower low. Then e made an equal low, then made this higher high. Making this higher highs line is telling me that price have changed from buying to selling, has changed from selling to buying, because this thing here is not just a candle. All these candlesticks, they are not just a candle, they are information. It's just showing us the strength of the buyers and the sellers. For price to move from 13269 to 134, that is a very big move. That is like, buyers have more money than the sellers. That is why they are able to move price from this level to this level. So what I will be expecting from next week now, because all this space, I would want price to come back and really correct it before, because I always want to like, I always want price, I always want to place a trade whereby it will have more move. I cannot just place trade here now, price will move here and come back. No, I don't like it that way. I always want to trade from the beginning of the trend. From the beginning of the trend, that one I will know that yes, I start it very early. I want price to at least come back to this level. Once price come back to this level, then I'll wait for a change of minor structure from smaller time frame. Then I will start buying, knowing that I'll be targeting here or here, because I do swing trading. I hold trades for weeks. I even hold trades for a very long time, because it's all about catching the trend. If you're able to know exactly where price is going, then you let your trade run, not just opening, closing. That's trash, bro. That's trash. And with that one, you will have peace of mind. But if price eventually didn't do what I'm expecting, maybe it didn't come back to this level or these levels, then I'll wait for price to make a higher high. I'll wait for price to make a higher add to this level. Now once price made this a higher high, this is giving me another setup to trade. So when price do something like this, I'll wait for price to at least come back to this level, or middle of this level, then change structure, then I will buy. Once I buy, I will be targeting this level. Remember, this is 4 hours time frame. This is 4 hours time frame, but it's all the same with 1 hour time frame. If you go to 1 hour time frame now, you will still be seeing the same information. Look at it, this is exactly what I'm expecting from market to do. But one thing that I have just noticed now is an uptrend. And what will we be doing on an uptrend? We'll be buying, just buying. We'll be only buying, not selling. So that's just it. So those three pairs are the pairs that I trade very, very well, and I'll be trading them for a very long time. And I've built up a personal relationship with them, and I know that if you do like this, I will do like this. Especially gold. Gold is very easy to trade. The best pair to trade is gold, but it is not advisable for the beginners because it is very volatile, and the stop loss is different from currency pairs. That's the reason why sometimes they will advise a beginner not to trade gold. You have to build up a capital You have to build capital with your currency pairs, being able to master your strategy, knowing how to do it before you go to gold, because gold can chop your money asap asap. Gold fit chop your money, everything go, you go cry, na so e be. But if you really know how to do it, gold is the best. Like gold, if gold make a higher high, just know that gold want to make a higher low. The next thing higher high. Gold doesn't gold does If you look at it sef, you will see that it's very easy to trade. It's very easy to trade. But the problem is that it's very volatile, and if you don't know your risk to take everything, and the it can still give you money very fast and still collect it very fast. That is the bad part, the worst part of it. Look at the trend is always clear. You don't need to like don't like do anything sef to identify them. You seeing them sef, you know that even at a smaller time frame, you always respect the levels. Look at you respect the levels, higher low, higher low, higher low. This one, when it was coming back, he didn't attempt to break this one. He respected it, telling you that is an uptrend. The same thing when he's selling, we also respect the trend. That's just it. So I'm going to stop here for now. And for those of you that watch this video and never think of subscribing, this is time to subscribe. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot of video for you guys, and you guys will not be subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment wherever you're watching from. Thank you.